Legend Total War here, and today we've got a Saving a Disaster battle playing Medieval 2 Total War. We're playing as Russia going up against Poland. Now, this is probably the first disaster that was sent in for Medieval 2 in literally months, as far as I'm at least aware. So, if you've been sitting there on the back seat of the channel waiting for something other than Warhammer 2, part of the problem is people just don't send this stuff in anymore. I'm more than happy to cover Medieval 2 content. Not the other historical Total War games, but definitely Medieval 2. But the problem is there just isn't really good content to cover on this one. But we got to send in a disaster today. The balance of power's not horrendous. It's not the worst. I actually would have liked it to be a lot worse than this personally. But the army is mostly trash. We're going up against a mostly trash army here as well, but it is just we're just outnumbered. So that's about it. So we're going to jump in here and see what we can do. So now I need to take my Warhammer brain out and put my Medieval 2 brain back in, because the games play very differently. One of the things about Medieval 2 is that, you know, comparing it to Warhammer 2 specifically, is that it is a lot easier than Warhammer 2. Significant. Medieval 2 is probably the easiest Total War game ever made, and Warhammer 2 is probably the most difficult. The AI gets so many more cheats on Warhammer 2. Medieval 2, the AI get barely anything, and it's also not particularly competent. Alright. So first thing we need to do is get organized. Man, it's been a while since I've done this. Get a control group going. Just kidding. Control groups, as if. No, I just need to reorganize, that's all. Alright. So, what I want to do here is try to have their horse archers come at us. You know what, I wonder, with all the difficult battles that I've been doing with Warhammer 2, I wonder if it's actually made me a better Medieval 2 player. Like, I know my micros improved massively over the past, like, year or so. But, I don't know, we'll see. I might be super rusty. I wonder if checkerboard formation work. I know that alt-dragging doesn't work in Medieval 2. So what I want to do here is just keep them back. Let's move that back. Damn it, messed it up. Alright, so here's the plan. I want their cavalry to come charging in over here and get shot by our archers and ballista. Keep our cavalry in reserve. If we get rid of their cavalry, these guys here should be able to take out the entire army. So I kind of expect to take a beating at the beginning. Now, another problem is their artillery. I can't just go charging in there and getting rid of them. So I kind of need them to do something stupid, which looks like is exactly what they're doing. So just be patient here. We primarily want to be taking out their cavalry. Alright, so they've got some cavalry on the flanks here. We can just easily roll over that. And what type are they, though? These are Polish nobles, I think. And those are Strachis, or whatever they're called. All the Polish people in the chat, feel free to have a lol. Just be patient. So yeah, once the artillery get in range and start bombing us, then I'm going to start charging at them. Hopefully their center comes over here. I totally expect their infantry to fail, but what we want to do here is take this out here, roll over their artillery, then we'll have the range advantage. Have these guys here take out as much of the cavalry as possible. If we can manage to kill the enemy general, all of these infantry here will be completely worthless. So just be patient, wait for that. Because, yeah, different tactics for different games. It's funny. In this one here, we rely super heavily on the cavalry. And, not particularly heavily on the archers. I just don't expect them to do much. Alright. They're coming in close. What's their range? Okay. So, you can see the green arrow on the cursor there. When it goes red, that's out of range. So once they hit here, that's when we'll start shooting. What are these? Crossbow militia. Alright, so they're coming over this way. Yeah, it's that one specifically that I need to get rid of. So go around them. Go take out the enemy artillery. They're still amongst their other ranks here. But this here is the dangerous unit. Oh, Medieval 2 is so much clunkier than Warhammer 2. Holy crap. So, Boyar-san should be able to beat Chechichis in melee. Oh, there we got the... Yeah, turn that off. Let's get them to hold their ground. Now, I don't know... the general's over here. That's their general. Okay. I need you. Head back over there. Need to try to kill that. No, I think he's losing. He's losing. Stay here. Get rid of the artillery. Then we got to get rid of the crossbow militia. Don't worry about the melee infantry. That's the least important unit. Gotta wait for him to get killed. How are we going over here? Doesn't matter if these guys here are in melee. Just be a distraction. That's all that they're there for. The cavalry have to do all the work here. Town militia. It's not good. Not good for our horse archers to fight them. Yeah, make sure you run them down. Come on, capture him or kill him. Whichever. Seems like they're fails at it. It's alright, that happens. He'll either come back or he won't.
The battle seems to be swinging. The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
Alright. Just have the infantry stay in place and run down as many of these guys here as possible. Cool, so we've lost nearly 40% of our force so far. Alright, those artillery came back, gotta go deal with them. Alright, looks like their general, yeah, he left the battlefield. So they'll have a temporary morale penalty. Nothing major. Just stay put. No point outrunning them. Because our guys are going to catch up real soon. Alright, whatever. He's done. Charge into the back here and this will win us the battle. Right, get these guys to stop shooting because they're done now.
Lord be merciful, we have lost half of our men. Look,
and there we go.
Our cowardly foe runs. It is time to press the attack.
Plan didn't go off perfectly, but it would have been good if we had killed the enemy general. We just need to get to 85% kills and then this entire Polish army will get wiped out when we execute. %, but some of the enemy units already ran off the battlefield, and that counts, so we've got to keep running them down. Alright, 92%. We should be in the clear now for 85%, but there we go.
The enemy are
How'd we go?
vanquished.
94%, yeah, well in the clear. So he still lost half the army, but yeah, it's a more or less trash army anyway. So he doesn't have much money, but as a general rule of thumb in Medieval 2, you pretty much always execute. Are they coming for round 2? So what's in this army? It's smaller than ours, but that doesn't mean it's weaker. Alright, Polish nobles. Yeah, alright, we'll sort this out for you. Shouldn't be a problem. Oh man, look at his command points went up way higher. Could probably just auto-resolve it, but we can do better manually. Alright, since they've got Polish nobles and no archers, we can use our horse archers to outrange them a little bit. Okay, just down the flanks there. We've got barely any troops left. Dare I actually use the control group? I don't know, it's just super clunky. I don't know, let's see how we go with it. So yeah, what we want to be going for are those Polish nobles. Once the nobles are gone, like this is nothing. Low tier melee infantry in Medieval 2, they don't count for very much. How are we going for kills? Haven't inflicted any on the Polish nobles yet. Another thing, it's on normal unit scale. Ugh, play on the largest. I don't know why people play on such small unit scales. Because, come on, surely your computer's not a potato at this point. This game's 12 years old now. That's it, just keep harassing them. If I send the general after them, these Polish nobles actually are pretty good at getting rid of general's bodyguard. If I remember correctly. So, yeah, we got to shoot them. And I do remember Ballista being pretty useless at actually hitting stuff. Alright, I'm going to charge in there now. Try to pin down the Polish nobles so that the general's bodyguard can come in here and actually kill the general itself.
The enemy general is no true man. He flees
Preferably without shooting our own troops.
and abandons his men to their fate.
Alright, forget about him.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true,
Gotta be doing that cycle charging. Yeah, just run him off the battlefield, kill him if we can. But he's quite fast, so he's gonna be hard to get. Whoop. What happened there was a sound? We got him. But then the sound turned off. Why? I don't know. I don't know why the sound turned off. Oh, hang on. What if I press... There we go. I must have accidentally pressed Alt-S.
only half the enemy force remains.
Watch it, watch it, watch it, watch it. This isn't Warhammer 2. You can very easily kill your own general.
Cowardly foe runs. It is time to press the attack.
Also, another thing, by continuously executing prisoners, it gives your general more dread, and dread is so good in this. Get yourself 10 dread, and basic melee infantry will shit themselves upon your approach, even on the hardest difficulty. Because, like, in Warhammer 2, you have to kill your enemies to break the army, but in Medieval 2, you terrify them. It's all about morale. Alright, yeah, it's done.
By the Lord, our
And there really aren't that many repercussions for being a complete prick. Let's get through this end turn. And it looks like everything's going okay. You got a fair bit of territory. I know Russia's territory is pretty crap. That guy seems okay to me, apart from his kind of old age. So, you can get a better candidate. And then you'll be able to capture Stettin. Let me just have a look. Yeah, you should have no problem with that. Here's what you do.
An honor to serve, my lord. Orders, my king. Confronting the enemy honorably,
Yeah, you should manage it. Just pick up some... Oh, I got no money. What the hell, dude? Anyway, I'm just going to leave it at that. You should still be able to win that battle anyway, because these guys here can't climb up the walls. You just get these guys up on the walls and shoot down at them, and they'll really struggle at it. And it shouldn't be a problem from there. Anyway, that's the end of this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you enjoy more Medieval 2 content, you guys will need to actually send me some disaster save files. I have been thinking about maybe doing a actually doing a live stream with Medieval 2. It's been such a long time since I played it. But I'll have a think about it. Let me know in the comments what you guys want, whether you prefer Warhammer 2 or want the odd Medieval 2 content here and there. Appreciate you, and I'll see you next time, fuckers.